One, two, three. Okay.
Good morning, it's 6 a.m. and today we are saying goodbye to beautiful Holbox. We definitely didn't want to leave this little paradise, but it's time for our next adventure. Right now we are walking towards the ferry terminal and it's about a 25-minute ferry ride back to the Chiquilá port. And from there we are hitting the road to our next destination. So let's get going as the adventure continues.
You're not wake up yet?
Yes, Chichén Itzá.
Excited?
Yes.
Oh, we need coffee.
Yeah. Hola, good morning. It's day 4 and we have already arrived at the Chiquilá port. For now, we are just having coffee from the OXXO and we'll be traveling to our next destination, which is going to take roughly around 2 hours maybe. So yeah, see you there. Bye. Our next destination is Chichén Itzá, one of the new 7 wonders of the world, and we can't wait to explore this incredible piece of Mayan history. It's one of Mexico's most famous archaeological sites and a place that's on so many people's bucket list. And quick tip, try to get here as early as possible because the sun gets really intense as the day goes on.
Ceremonial center is the most important area of the site, and nobody lives in the building that we're going to see there. These are temples for religious activities, ceremonies, rituals, and everybody used to live around the area, including the king, okay? We can say that the closer we live of this place, the higher we are in this society. So lower classes will live in farther. And Chichén Itzá was a pretty big city. About 60,000 people living in this place in the peak of it in 1000 after Christ. Welcome to the sacred Cenote. Yes. Have you ever been in the Cenotes?
Yep, yes sir.
Okay, yes, for the Well, amigos, first of all, it's very important you know that all the cenotes are considered to Mayas like entrances to the underworld. It's kind of a portal, okay? Mayas used to call them the Xibalbá, okay? The Xibalbá is the underworld, but the underworld is not the same than the hell, okay? This is not bad. The upper world is not good, it's not a heaven, okay? So what I mean is that in the Mayan religion we have 3 levels: upper, middle, where we are, and underworld. And all of them are essential, okay, for the life we have in the middle world. So it means that Maya had to please all of these gods, okay? That's why over there we have a little structure made of stones for sure, but this is where Mayas used to do the human sacrifices, okay? Well, did you know this before swimming in the cenote yesterday?
No.
Okay. That's a good one.
Oh no!
Well,
Oh my god.
it wasn't an animal. And no fish in the cenotes.
Okay, so this is what we find in Cenote.
Yeah. Archaeologists found women, men, children, okay? And they actually found jewelry, okay? And jewelry was exclusive of the high classes. So we can say the Maya used to sacrifice people from all the classes. But for sure, I would say like the 80-90% lower classes most of the time, but sometimes upper classes. And this is because of, for Mayas, it's simple. If you ask for something, you offer something. If you ask for something very special, you offer something or someone very special, okay? And we can say that children sacrifices were one of the most special ones as well, okay? Jay,
There is no evidence because
eventually they needed the water from the cenote. Over there, the natural level of the ground is lower. So Mayas made a huge platform right here. Okay, well, basically they elevated the whole ground of this area, okay, and then they built all the temples on top. So then, there we go. Remember this city, the peak of the city was about 1000 after Christ, but this temple was built in 900s, okay? Well, so it's about 1100 years old, okay? Well, I don't know if you want to take some pictures before this place gets crowded. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Just 2 meters away,
right.
you know, you see? Just out the steps. There's an echo, but not it sounds cold, right? Yeah. A snake in this picture? Yes.
Like on the stand, right?
Yeah, the shadow, right?
Yeah. That is.
Oh, it completes the head.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
The head right there is incomplete, right? We cannot see the body. Because of the body, we see it only twice a year, on March 21st and September 22nd. This is pretty special because, again, this is not an accident. The temple is aligned north, south, east, and west. But that is not enough. It is 17 degrees to the northeast. Snake coming down, okay? For Mayas, this is Kukulkan coming from the upper world to the middle world, and Kukulkan is coming to fertilize the earth. March 21st, beginning of the spring, right? For Maya, no rain season is coming, so they start sowing. Just see the Kukulkans arrive. Okay, we can see the same thing in March and September. Okay, and just like an extra information, equinox means equals between day and night. Okay, so same time. 900, the inner one 700. Okay, well, when Mayans build a new one, they just cover the one inside, so we can say that it's totally solid inside. But they left the little door right there because we have a little tunnel, and exactly in this part of the temple, in the middle, we have a chamber. Okay, that's the only space we have inside over here. Okay, well, so entering that door, this is what we see. This is the tunnel inside. Okay, and getting to the chamber in the middle, we'll find this.
We can get in.
We cannot, yes. I've been there, yes, but just once, but now it's not allowed.
Okay. Okay.
Do you remember the altar I showed you over there?
Yeah.
We have another one inside, but in this case, the offerings right here are for the king, okay? Fortunately, they are still inside of the temple in the original place. When people was allowed to visit them, they used to do graffitis. Hands, legs, this guy is laying down, but he's holding like a flute, something like that, you see? An instrument. Well, this is a musician, 2 of them. In the middle, we have a jaguar, and this is an eagle. Okay? We don't have eagles in Yucatan. Eagles come from Central Mexico. Okay? What means that they had a connection to the cultures in Central Mexico, pretty far away from here. Okay? For those cultures in Central Mexico, eagles are a symbol of power, and for Maya, jaguars are a symbol of power. So here we can do both. Okay? But right in the claw of the eagle, right here, you see? Almost something like an egg, you see? Same thing in the jaguar. According to the experts, this is not an egg. It's just a heart. It's a human heart. But look at the mouth of the eagle. We have this symbol coming from the mouth, and this symbol is the symbol of the speaking. Okay? Same thing in the jaguar. We have this symbol, you see? Well, so they are not eating those hearts. They are talking to these hearts. Okay. So Chichén Itzá was a very crowded city with a lot of people from different Mayan cities. Okay? But they are not sacrifices. They are trophies, enemies from the war. Okay? Our plate. But no hands, no feet, mostly hips, elbows. In the biggest ball court, the most important one, surely this is not a normal match. Okay? This is a very important ceremony. The gods are watching, and the most important people of the region too. Royal family and important priests in the building on top.
Yeah.
King's place right here, behind you. He's also the referee, the one who controls the game. In the opposite side, we have special guests, important people from another Mayan cities, and spectators, another important families and important people of the city standing on top. Behind the walls, we have steps to go up. Okay, even the players belong to high classes too. Okay, so this is important because of this is not a game. This is a ceremony where the winning captain dies. Okay? The winning captain dies. Flowers and fruits. The blood we get from this ceremony fertilizes the earth. So the offering here is not the head. The offering is the blood. Okay? And that's why they needed that decapitation. They needed the blood splashing out like this, right? Well, so this is the winner. Okay? And he's the only one who got sacrificed. The rest of the team, they are alive. Happy, surely.
Yeah.
Well, imagine a 4 kilogram ball bouncing in this area, making this kind of sound, you know? That would be pretty dramatic, even if you yell something. Hey!
Hey!
Of the effort, you know?
You don't need a cover this.
Case, we have 91 steps. But we have 4 sides. 4 times 91, 364. Plus the temple on top, 360. Fine. So these are the days of the year. Okay? This is the Mayan calendar. The Mayan calendar is creation. They didn't create or discover the Mayan calendar in Chichén Itzá. It's a knowledge that they were sharing generation by generation, and they were improving this, right, for a long time. So that's why it's very precise, okay? Well, Mayas knew that the sun cycle is about, well, basically 365 suns, okay? Well, but they divided this year in 19 months. 18 months of 20 days and a last month of 5 days. Well, we can see the months in this temple. 9 levels or 9 platforms here, so 9 in the other side. 9 plus 9, 18. Each month, 20 days. 18 times 20, 360. The last month of 5 days is at the very top of this building. Can you see the little pieces at the very top right here?
Yeah.
This is actually something that you can see on top of the temple as well. They were 5 by side. So this is the last month of 5 days, plus 360, 365. So in the temple, we can see the days and we can see the months. Okay, this is the Mayan calendar. Okay, in the south, the east, and the west, and exactly in the middle, we have the main temple where we actually have another cenote. The location of the city is not random again. Okay, and this is why they call their city Chichén Itzá. What the correct pronunciation would be Chichén Itzá. Okay, Chichén Itzá. Chi means mouth. Chichén is a cenote. It's someone like a wizard. Okay, like a shaman. Okay, a sorcerer. And ha means water. Okay, so we have mouth, cenote, wizard, water. We can translate it like at the mouth of the cenotes or around the cenotes of the water magician. Okay, so this is why this is called Chichén Itzá. Okay,
And that's a wrap on Chichén Itzá. It was amazing to finally visit one of the new 7 wonders of the world, and we learned so much about the incredible Mayan civilization. Before leaving, we walked through the souvenir market and did a little souvenir shopping. And now, it's time for our next adventure. This area is surrounded by some of Mexico's most beautiful cenotes. And since we obviously cannot visit all of them, so we have picked 2 of the best ones. So let's head to our first cenote. We have arrived at our next destination, which is a cenote. From Chichén Itzá, we drove around 5 minutes to reach Ik Kil Cenote. Also, it's one of the most famous cenotes in Mexico. I have heard so much about the cenotes, but seeing one in real life was a completely different experience. These natural freshwater pools were formed over thousands of years when limestone caves collapsed and revealed the beautiful underground water. For the Mayans, cenotes were much more than places to swim. They were sacred places and an important part of their culture. There are different types of cenotes. Some are completely open, Some have beautiful hanging roots and greenery, and some are hidden inside caves. And Ik Kil is honestly breathtaking. With the turquoise water, open sky above, and roots hanging down from the top, it feels like stepping into a hidden paradise. Before entering the cenote, the first thing we had to do was get ready, change into our swimsuits, keep our things aside, and of course wear our life jackets. Life jackets are compulsory because safety comes first and you cannot enter cenote without one. Before jumping into the water, we also had to take a quick shower. Since cenotes are natural and protected places, they want to keep the water clean. So any sunscreen, lotions or dirt from your body needs to be washed off before entering the cenote. And finally, it was time to go in. The excitement had already started, and the moment we started walking down these beautiful stone steps, the view was getting more and more magical. Ik Kil Cenote is an open cenote, so unlike the cave cenotes, you have the open sky above you with the long hanging roots coming down from the top and greenery all around. The water is around 40 to 50 meters deep, and the entire cenote is surrounded by this natural jungle-like beauty. Now we are heading towards second cenote, that is Tsukan Cenote. And honestly, this was a completely different experience. This place was not just about the cenote, it was about experiencing the Mayan culture, nature, and the traditions all together. The moment we entered, it felt like walking into a jungle. Everywhere you looked, there were beautiful trees, plants, flowers, and traditional Mayan-style houses. They have recreated the feeling of Mayan village with the traditional huts, cultural experiences, restaurants, and a peaceful nature all around. But before heading into the water, we had one important thing to do. That was to eat. Since we started our day at Chichén Itzá, we had not really eaten much. And by this point, we were really starving. We definitely wanted to try the restaurant here at the cenote and see what they had to offer because the whole vibe of the place was amazing. The way it was decorated, the natural surroundings, and the peaceful atmosphere made it such a beautiful spot to sit and enjoy your meal. We kept it simple and ordered something light because we still had to get into the water, but the food was delicious. It was the perfect little break before our next adventure. After that, we got to experience a small Mayan-inspired ceremony. It was in Spanish, so I couldn't really understand. But there was this beautiful sacred tree where people go and hug the tree and take a moment to connect with nature. And according to the tradition shared, the tree represents the healing energy, strength, and a connection with Mother.
Esta ceremonia, les platico, la ceremonia es basada en lengua maya. Son 3 puntos invocados. El primer punto invocado es el abrazo. el abrazo al árbol sanador, que es el pitch, para transmitir toda negatividad, cansancio, preocupaciones y estrés. Para nuestros mayas, el abrazo al árbol es para comunicarse con sus seres queridos, ya sea en este mundo o al inframundo. Segundo punto, es para pedir permiso para que ustedes ingresen.
To your new life.
To your new after this experience.
Be reborn.
Yeah.
That's good.
So let's hug the
Hug the trees.
Okay, let's hug the tree. Go.
Yes. Yeah, hug it.
It's a healing tree. That's what it's called, and you can see the name. I'm gonna show you where the name.
And then, finally, it was time for the cenote. After changing and taking a quick shower, we started walking down towards the cenote. The way down itself was such a beautiful experience because the steps were surrounded by trees and nature, and slowly entering this underground world felt completely different from Ik Kil Cenote. Unlike the open cenote we visited before, this one is more enclosed and like a cave-style cenote. There are no hanging roofs or open sky above. Instead, you enter a magical underground space with a crystal clear water surrounded by rocks and natural formations. And that was the perfect way to end the day. From exploring ancient history to discovering breathtaking natural wonders and making unforgettable memories in the cenotes. It is the day that I will always remember. Thank you so much for coming along. If you enjoyed this vlog, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.